Okay, when last I left, my 4 adventurers had just defeated a giant spider in this room. Here's the current map that matches what I have on the dry erase here. So I'm going to pick up right there, and I've got this center area that was never explored, and I've got a 4-way corner here. So the rules state that when you re-enter or go back through an area you've already done, there's a chance that you might encounter a wandering monster. You roll a d6, and on a 1, you encounter a wandering monster. So to get here, I need to go through this room and then into this corridor. So I'm going to move in. Actually, they were in this room. Sorry, giant spider. I've just got to roll once to see if they encounter. The marching order is important because the rule is that the wandering monsters will sneak up behind you, so they will attack the rear 2 in your party. Now, you can choose to reorder before you go into a room, but I'm going to play it fair, and I'm just going to assume that they're marching back through in their normal order. So hopefully I don't roll a 1 here, and I rolled a 2. So no wandering monsters. So now I'm going to be back where we started, where we basically roll to see what goes in this room. Red is high, 24, and consult the room. It's a room with 3 doors. So it goes door, up 2, over 1, like that. And then the 3 doors are the entrance, a back door, and a side door. And remember, I'm running out of space here, so the rules do allow you to sort of fudge with the shape of the rooms and stuff like that. So they're going to move into this room, and now I'm going to roll to see what the encounter is. 2d6, add the results. I rolled this is not good. That's a 10. The higher the number, usually the worse you're going to do. So I'm in a room. I rolled a 10, which is roll on a weird monster. All right, so let's go take a look at the weird monster table. It's a d6. I rolled a 6, which is an invisible gremlins. A band of gremlins steals d6 plus 3 objects from the party. You must surrender objects from any of your characters in the order of preference. Magic items, then scrolls, then potions, then weapons, then gems, then coins in bundles of 10 each. If the gremlins steal all of your equipment, they will leave a thank you message that counts as a clue. Great. The gremlins have no combat stats because it's impossible to fight them. Encountering them gives you no XP. Are you kidding me? So now I've got to roll a d6 and add 3, and that's the number of things I'm going to lose. Please roll a 1. Please roll a 1. I rolled a 3. So I lose 6 items in this order. Magic items. Well, unfortunately, I have quite a few magic items. And I'm going to lose 6 objects. So I lose the Scroll of Escape. I lose the Fool's Gold. 1, 2. I lose the Fireball Wand. 3. Wand of Sleep. 4. And then after magic items, it goes scrolls and potions. Oh, okay. So I already did the scroll. Potions after that, I don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still need to lose 2 items. After potions, it is weapons. Oh, man. That is not good. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to choose the wizard to lose his weapon. That's 5. Unbelievable. All right. Well. Oh, I had a scroll of sleep. I didn't see that. I had 2 scrolls of sleep. I had another one. So that's 6. Okay, so that's 6 items. So I lost a lot of magic items, and I lost a weapon. So that's not good. So my wizard can no longer fight. He can punch, but odds of that are not very good. All right, so that was an invisible gremlins, and I get no XP. It is a weird monster, so it turns out, I did the rule search, a weird monster does count as a boss. So I get to check off the boss, and on the next time I roll a boss encounter, there's a chance that it may be the final boss. You roll a d6, you add the number of bosses you've already encountered, and I've encountered 1, 2, and 3. So I would add 3 to it. If you roll a 6 or higher, and I'll double check this, 6 or higher, it is the final boss. So I now have 2 doors to go through. I'm going to go through the one up top here. Roll to see what it looks like. It is a 1-4, which is just a corridor. And I'm running out of room, so I'm going to have to shorten these. So this one goes like that, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will put it very close up here. I'm going to shorten it to 3. And then there is another door. All right. So I have to roll to see what I encounter in here. There's a door here and a door there. All right. Let's see what's in this one. I rolled a, man, these dice roll, 8 on a corridor. On a corridor, an 8 is empty, can search. I am not going to take that risk and search it because there's always a chance you might find a trap or a wandering monster, so rather not do that. So they're now in this hallway. I'm going to go through this door up here and see what I can find. What I'm really wanting is to find the final boss. And I can, well, we'll play that by ear. I rolled an 8. 2, 6, excuse me, which is a room, and it goes, that's a weird looking room, but okay. It's a very small room with a door. Yeah, that's odd. All right, and what's in there? Let's see what's in there. A 7 on a room corresponds to roll d6 on the minions. All right, so let's roll a d6 on the minion table. I rolled a 4, which is orcs. D6 1 plus orc plus 1, d6 1 plus 1 orcs. I rolled a 6. There are 7 orcs. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Are there anything unusual? They are a level 4 orcs, and their treasure's normal. They are afraid of magic and must test morale each time one or more is killed by a spell. I wish I'd have read that earlier when I encountered orcs. I think I did up here, and I forgot about that. If a spell causes their number to drop below 50, they will test morale at -1. They never have magic items in their treasure. Treat any rolled magic item as a d6 times d6 gold pieces. Reactions. I could choose to roll their reactions. On a 1 to 2, I can bribe them, which would cost me 70 gold, which I'm not going to pay. A 3 to 5, they fight, or a 6, they fight to the death. So I'm just going to deal. I'm just going to deal with these guys. Recognizing that I have very little left in terms of magic items. That fireball spell would have been really good, and so would that fireball wand, but I do not have those. All right, so the barbarian will step up and take a swing. Level 4, he is a +1 on his attack, so I need to roll a 3 or higher. Let me explain something that I have not been using, and I totally forgot, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to start doing it now. 4 Against Darkness has a concept called exploding dice. Now, basically what that means is anytime you roll a 6, you can re-roll the die and add the next result. So if I roll a 6, and then I roll another 6, now the total is 12. And what this does is, by allowing you to keep exploding the value, it allows you to kill multiple minions or do multiple damage in one shot. So each one of these is a level 4, right? So if I rolled a 12, that would kill 3 orcs. It's enough to go 4, 4, and 4. If I rolled an 11, I would only kill 2, and that leftover 3 just gets lost. So I'm first off going to see if I can hit him. Level 4, I need a 3 or higher. I rolled a 4, so I do hit. 4 is enough to kill 1, and he'll step aside. The cleric is going to step in and swing, and he has a mace. Okay, so he's standard weapon, so he also needs a 3. The cleric is a level 1. He did not level up, so he still needs a 4. He does not get that bonus. So I need a 4 or higher. I rolled a 6, so it's exploding. I get to roll this again, and I rolled a 5, so 11. So there's that example. I get to take 2 of these off, and that 3 left over nothing happens. Now, they're not outnumbered, so the thief does not get his bonus for a backstab, so he'll rush in. He gets just standard. He does not get any bonus, so he's got to roll a 4 or higher. I rolled a 2. He misses. The wizard only has lightning and protect. I might as well cast lightning. Well, I think lightning has some effect on bosses, so I'm going to hold that. He can cast protect on a single individual, and that gives him a bonus. And the protect spell, if I can find it real fast. Okay, the lightning spell against a boss, it does 2 life points. So I want to save that lightning spell. Protect, it gives +1 to a single character's defense roll for the whole duration of battle. So it's automatic. So it's a +1. So the wizard's defense is now plus. Is it +1 or +2? It's +1. So the wizard gets a +1 defense. All right. So now the goblin or the orc's turn. We'll do it in order. Orc is going to attack my barbarian, who gets +2 defense. So I just need to roll a 2 or higher to defend. I rolled a 5, so the barbarian is safe. The cleric is the same thing, +2, so 2 or higher. I rolled a 5. The cleric is safe. Thief is +1, so a 3 or higher to defend. Rolled a 5. And then finally the wizard, I have the +1, so a 3 or higher, and I did. So they all successfully evaded. So the barbarian will once again attack. I need a 3 or higher. I rolled a 1 as an automatic miss. Cleric steps in. I need a 4 or higher. I rolled a 5. 1 goes. Now they're going to test morale because there's less than half or more than half have been defeated. On a 3 or lower, a 1 to 3, they flee. I rolled a 6. They do not flee. They will fight to the death. All right. That leaves my thief to attack. They outnumber, so he gets the +1 benefit because we outnumber, the party outnumbers the enemies. So he needs a 3 or higher. He rolled a 1. That's an automatic miss. The cleric is out of spells and will hide. So each one of these is going to get a free attack on the 3 remaining heroes. We'll go with the barbarian, who needs a 2 or higher to defend. He does. Cleric needs a 2 or higher to defend. He does. Thief needs a 3 or higher, +1 defense. Yeah, 3 or higher. He does. Man, barbarian attacks. Needs a 2 or higher to kill. 6, exploding. 11 will take out 2 of these. Cleric steps in, needs a 4 or higher. I rolled a 3, misses. Thief needs a 3 or higher, and got it. And that takes out the final minion. So let me go ahead and mark that as a successful minion. It does say that I can roll on the treasure table. So let me go do that. Treasure table is a 1 to 6. Room contents, that's not it. Traps, special, treasure table. All right, roll 1 to 6. I rolled a 2, which is 2d6 gold, which is... you don't roll exploding dice on treasure rolls. I don't believe you do. So 7 gold. I got 7 gold. Woohoo! So that was +7. All right. That was not good. All right. The wizard used his protect spell, so he's just got 1 spell left. My cleric has not done anything in terms of healing or blessing. I have some bandages. Those are good for 1 hit point each. But again, I'm going to save all my healing for when I really need it. Right now, everybody's doing pretty good. The cleric is down to 3 hit points out of 5. And the wizard's down to 3 out of 4. I tell you what, I'm going to burn a bandage and heal my wizard. So he's back up to 4. And the cleric, I don't want to lose my cleric. So I'm going to use a bandage and bring him up to 4 out of 5. Saving those heal spells because those involve dice rolls. Those can get really good. There's 1 door. Let's see what it leads to. 43. 43 is another room with 1 door. So it goes in. 3. It's a 3 by 3. Is it 1, 2? Yeah, 3 by 3. And a door. Let's see what's in there. 2d6, Adam, is a 11. Roll on the boss table. Plus 6. Roll. All right, boss table. Plus 6 on d6 equals 1. So if I roll a 6, or higher, it's the final boss. But I get to add 3 to it because I've encountered 3 bosses or weird monsters. So as long as I don't roll a 1, 2, or 3, this should be the final one. I rolled a 5. It is the final boss. Now the final boss is a little more powerful, has a little bit more treasure, and some other things. So first off, we need to figure out what the boss is. So let's get to the boss table, which is right there. I roll a d6. Really, the only thing I don't want to roll is a 6. Just don't want to do it. I rolled a 3, which is an ogre. I can take that. Ogre. And the ogre is a level 5. He has 6 health. Ow. And let's see what the specials are. He has normal treasure, but that's not true because remember, final bosses, there's some modifications. Each hit from an ogre inflicts 2 points of damage. I can bribe him, fight him 2 to 3, or fight to the death. I'm just going to fight him. I mean, at this point, I don't really have a choice. Now, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to do the wizard. Here's my ogre. The wizard automatically adds his level to all spells he casts. I'm going to cast that lightning spell, which if it hits, it will do 2 points of life off of him. So he has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love white dry erase, don't you? He's going to cast lightning. Lightning is, his level is 5. He gets a +2 when he casts a spell. So I need to roll a 3 or higher. And I hope this goes off. And I rolled a 5. So boom, ogre's automatically down 2 health. That was good. All right, let's let I wish I'd have saved my rage, and I didn't, but that's okay. Barbarian steps in, and Barbarian is +1 to fight, and so he needs a 4 or higher. I rolled a 2, he misses. Cleric will step in, and Cleric is just no modifier, so he needs a 5 or higher. I rolled a 3. He misses. We outnumber the ogre. Oh, you know what? No. The thief does not get backstab on bosses. I remember, I thought that was the case, but it's not. On a boss, he does not. So the thief can only step in with a light weapon, which is -1. So I need to roll a 6 to hit. I did not. All right, the ogre is going to step in and swing. He's going to try to hit my barbarian who's standing in front of everybody. The barbarian is +2 defense, 5 level, so I need a 3 or higher to defend. I rolled a 2. He takes 3 hit points of damage. Or was it 2 or 3? It was 2. Ogre, 2 health. So he is down to 5. He was at 7 out of 8. Now he's down to 5. I think he can take another hit before the cleric has to step in and do a healing. Barbarian comes in and swings. I need a 3 or higher. Rolled a 2 and he missed. Cleric will swing at 5 or higher. He did. 5 is matches his level, so he loses 1 health. And who was that? The wizard. I mean, the wizard can't really do much. Fire, sleep, lightning. Yeah, the wizard's just going to hang back. He has no weapon, so it's not worth doing anything. Thief will step in, needs a 6. And I rolled a 6. And remember, it's exploding, so let's roll it again. 8. That was only enough to take 1 health away. It would have needed to be a 4 higher to do the exploding. All right, once again, the barbarian will step in to take the hit. Level 5, a 3 or higher defends. I rolled a 6, so the barbarian takes the hit and nothing happens. Barbarian steps in and swings, needs a 3 or higher. I rolled a 3. There's 1 more down. Cleric is going to step in and take a swing. needs a 5 or higher. I rolled a 3, does not. I should have cast a spell. Thief needs a needs a 6 to hit, and he misses. All right, Ogre once again comes in, 3 or higher to defend. He does. This time around, the Cleric's going to cast a heal spell on my Barbarian. The heal spell is one. I think it's just 1d6. Let me go double check that. Cleric. The heal spell. Cleric may cast heal. Okay. Number of life points equal to d6 plus level. All right, he's a level 1, so I add 1 to this. He heals for 3, so he's back up to full strength. 8. All right, Cleric's out of it. The Barbarian just took a swing, so that leaves my Thief, and he needs a 6 or higher, and he misses. Man. All right. Once again, the Ogre charges at the Barbarian and swings. Needs a 3 or higher to defend. He did. Barbarian turns around and slaps back at him and hits a 6, and that's enough to kill him. And the Ogre is toast. The final oh, no way. The boss is still back in the life. The final boss has 1 additional life and 1 additional attack and will automatically... So, darn it, I really screwed that one up. So he has 1 additional life and he gets 1 additional attack. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that. He attacked the Barbarian every time, and the second attack has to be against another. It can't be against the same opponent. So I'm going to assume it was always the Cleric that stepped in. Cleric is +2, so the Cleric also needs a 3 to defend. I think there were 4 rounds of attack, so I'm going to roll this 4 times. I need 3s or higher. So there's 1 success. There's 2 successes. There's 3 successes, and there's 4. So the Cleric never took any damage. I apologize. I screwed that up. The gold piece treasure of the final boss is tripled or increased to 100. All right, so it's 100 gold or 3 times the treasure. All right, so whichever is greater. If it has magic items in its treasure, you will find 2 magic items instead. All right, so let's go back to... see what this said about the Ogre. The Ogre was normal treasure. All right, so I'm going to roll on the treasure table, which is... and it says I get 2 magic items. If I find 1 magic item, I get 2. So I really want to roll high here. So here's the treasure of the dragon. I rolled a 2, which is 2d6 gold. I'll take the 100 gold, which is obviously... oh, yeah, 2d6, hold on. Would still be 5 plus 6, 11. 11 times... what did I say? 11 times 3 is 33. So yeah, definitely going to take the 100 gold as the final boss. And I did defeat the final boss, which gives me 1 level up. Let's go ahead and do that. I want the Cleric to level up. So I need to roll a... you have to roll higher than his current level. He's level 1, so I need to roll a 2 or higher. I rolled a 6. So the Cleric will level up for that boss. And I didn't fight enough minions for that, so excellent. All right, now, the game's not just over because you defeated the final boss. You still have to get out. So, because I know that the wandering monsters are more likely to attack from the rear, I think my party would know that too, I'm going to put the Cleric and the Barbarian in the rear, my Thief up front, because the Thief, if I encounter a trap, there's a chance the Thief can disarm it. And we're going to march back through here. So, I need to go into here. So, I don't want to roll 1s. I rolled a 5. So, they're back in this one. Now, to roll back in this room, I need to roll... I don't want a 1. I rolled a 2. That was close. Now, to move back into here... I rolled a 5, and exiting is free. So they have exited the dungeon and survived. And at this point, what I will do is I will go and spend my gold and buy some things. You can't buy magic items, but you can buy things like bandages and weapons and stuff like that. They will also heal up completely. Their spells will be replenished. And there may be a few other things I missed, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and update the map and the character sheets with where they stand at the end of this adventure. You'll be able to download that and print it out so you can see it and follow along if you like. So that was the first dungeon, but they're not done. I'll be back again with another episode where we're going to start a new adventure, and we'll see what happens on the next one. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope that you are considering possibly looking at getting this game and playing it yourself. As you can see, it's not got the level of complexity that a real RPG would have. But, you know, there's monsters to fight, treasure to find, there's some weird stuff that occasionally pops up, traps to avoid or disarm, and just craziness like that. If you are having trouble finding an RPG game, a fantasy RPG game, or just players in general, maybe this will fit the bill for you and give you something to do. But again, I'm not done. My 4 adventurers are going to go take a rest and heal up, and we'll be back again with another episode where they'll tackle another dungeon. Thanks for joining me. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Everybody, take care.